Thank you for your interest in the J1 Bridge USA Cultural Exchange Program. As a Department of State designated sponsor, the American Hospitality Academy, AHA, has facilitated thousands of J1 visa programs, and we are excited to assist you in hosting a J1 exchange visitor. Hosting an international student, graduate, or professional from another country not only gives them an incredible opportunity to learn about living and working in the United States, but it also brings a profound globalization to your team, providing new perspectives and intercultural insights. You may be asking yourself, how do I host a successful J1 cultural exchange program? This training will review regulations, program objectives, key components, and best practices. Let's get started. Led by the U.S. Department of State in partnership with AHA, a designated visa sponsor, the J1 Cultural Exchange Program was created as a diplomacy program to increase the exchange visitors' understanding of American culture and, at the same time, for Americans to learn and be understanding of foreign cultures. It is important to keep in mind the J1 intern and trainee visas are not work or employment visas. They are cultural exchange visas, allowing guided training versus ordinary employment or unskilled labor. Therefore, if you are looking to fill a labor need, a work visa would be more appropriate than the J1 intern or trainee visa. Once you have identified an international participant, the next step is to complete the Department of State Form DS-7002 Training and Placement Plan that we refer to as the TIP. The TIP is an individualized plan and is one of the most important documents your intern or trainee will have during their program. Not only does the TIP confirm the structured base training, outlining program phases, goals, what skills will be learned, how cultural exchange will be encouraged, and how their performance will be measured. It serves as an agreement between you and the participant, outlining rate of pay, number of hours per week, and the commitment to the cultural exchange program. It is signed by all parties and recorded within the Department of State's tracking system. Please note, as a manager listed on the TIP, you may be called by the Department of State and asked questions about the training. Therefore, it is very important you understand the regulations and understand the training plan in place. Additionally, when the Department of State conducts host employer monitoring, they look to confirm the training plan is being followed. Now let's take a look at a few of the key J1 visa regulations. Host employers must be able to provide a minimum of 32 hours per week of training. Programs of more than 6 months require at least 3 different departmental or functional rotations and/or phases. They should be progressive, with advanced training aspects focusing on leadership and business management skills and traits. Employers complete midterm and final evaluations. This form is completed online and will be emailed to you. Additionally, AHA will contact you often. We believe open communication and feedback is essential to a successful program. Employers hosting a J1 intern or trainee are required to assist in providing safe and affordable housing and transportation. Additionally, employers arrange, host, and organize cultural activities and events for participants, providing opportunities to increase the participants' understanding of American culture and society, while at the same time enhance Americans' knowledge of foreign cultures. As mentioned earlier, regulations require all hospitality internship and training programs of more than 6 months to include at least 3 departmental or functional rotations. These rotations are outlined on the TIP with start and end dates. Both you and the participant will receive an email alerting when it is time for the next rotation. Let's take a moment to review acceptable, sometimes acceptable, and never acceptable positions and functions. Positions which are considered unskilled and never allowed as part of the training include housekeeping, dishwasher, short order cook, fast food service, coffee barista, banquet setup, food busser, valet, spa services. The entire list of positions identified by the Department of State as unskilled is listed in AHA's online resource guide. The following positions are sometimes acceptable as part of a bona fide training plan versus ordinary employment: housekeeping observation, night audit, telephone training, server in training, or similar positions such as server assistant, food runner. This training would be suitable in short duration for participants with no or very limited experience. Focus on overall introduction to operation and service standards. prep cook for participants with no or very limited experience. Focus on overall introduction to operation and service standards. Acceptable positions as part of a training plan include front office, F&B service positions, where the focus is learning customer service skill, U.S. service standards, teamwork, communication, financial goals, sales or marketing, leadership, beverage service, focus on cost control, service standards, sales and marketing, inventory, beverage management, F&B host, focusing on restaurant management, teamwork, leadership, communication, customer service, professional culinary training positions, activities and event planning, purchasing, accounting, HR, sales, supervisor role training. AHA will work closely with you to develop the individualized training plan, making sure it is in full compliance and meets the goals and objectives of the intern or trainee. Once your participant arrives, as the J1 visa sponsor, we are required to monitor the J1 program. Therefore, AHA will communicate with you and the participant frequently. Each month, participants are required to complete a monthly check-in. During this check-in, feedback is shared about their work-based training and cultural exchange experiences. If there is ever a concern, we immediately begin to work with you and the participant to resolve. As a host employer, it is necessary you notify AHA promptly of any concerns about changes in or deviations from the tip. If there is ever a time when the participant is not succeeding, please coach and counsel and make AHA aware. If you feel an intern or trainee's performance is not improving and believe performance may result in program termination, please contact AHA immediately before terminating. Together, we will review the participant's record and determine the best way to proceed while upholding regulations and the integrity of the program. Most importantly, remember, we are here to support and assist both you and the participant. Contact us anytime. As we begin to wrap up this presentation, let's talk a little bit about what we believe is the most profound aspect of this program: cultural exchange. Through this exchange program, your guests, employees, and the local community can break down stereotypes. They can see the world from another perspective. It can help others to become more tolerant and respectful of our differences and appreciate similarities that bring people together. These are the goals of people-to-people exchange and are the central reasons the Exchange Visitor Program exists. You may be asking, how can you encourage cultural exchange? It's simple. Invite participants to join in all organization events. Provide them recommendations for things to see and do in your local area, and be flexible about time off. Property-sponsored events are also a great way to promote cultural exchange. For example, sporting events like baseball, volleyball, or flag football games. You should also promote community volunteer events, hosting holiday get-togethers, such as Thanksgiving, 4th of July, or Memorial Day, along with sharing why we celebrate these days. Movie night or bowling outings for all are always well received. Anything that brings people together from different cultures is a cultural exchange event. By hosting a J1 participant, you are enriching and empowering the world, one person at a time. AHA appreciates your commitment to the program and for creating an amazing experience, an experience of a lifetime for the international participants. On the behalf of the entire AHA team and our participants, we thank you for being a host employer and making this program possible. Congratulations! You have completed the host employer training. Remember, we are here to assist you every step of the way.